Preston Farm and Winery for their donation, the Bump City Bakery, the Second Street Florist in Petaluma for their donation, and to our sponsors, the San Francisco Foundation, and the Guardsmen and Lagunitas Brewing Company. Thank you to the businesses that support us. And a big special thanks to Molly and Emily who have coordinated and orchestrated this event. And sprinkled all the magic dust all around to make it what it is. And I want to now, I just want to take a moment now to introduce you all to each other so you know who's in the room in a really simple way. So I'd just like to ask all the Seeds counselors to stand up and stay standing, all of our supervisors, and all of our board of directors. So all of the people intimately involved in Seeds programs, please stand up and stay standing. And I'd like to ask all of the people who have received services, all of the parents, teachers, anyone who works in a school and who's a part of our program and who's been part of that, please stand up. And friends and family of Seeds, if you're friends of one of the staff members or your family member, please stand up. Anyone new to Seeds, this is your first time, you just stumbled in off the street, please stand up. Take a look around, everybody. Take a look around. We are Seeds of Awareness. And y'all can sit down. And now we are going to... So for those of you who are new to Seeds and you're just meeting us, and for those of you who have been with us a long time, we're going to show a film that we've had made that we think really represents the soul and essence of our organization. So just be with all of the sounds of nature and humanity. And we'll turn it up a little on the video. So please enjoy. Feel your feet without moving.
Mindfulness brings an awareness of body, an awareness of sense. And so through that, children then get an awareness of themselves, and then maybe an awareness of how they affect other people. It's seeing how your world orbits around other people's, and how sometimes when they collide, what effect does that have on everyone around you? We often feel in our experience. Like, what if, in the beginning of your life, you were given these tools, like almost like how you're like taught how to hold a pencil or a pen. Like it's just something you learned from the beginning of your life. A mindfulness approach allows children to develop skills that can contain their emotional experience.
How to recognize what is the feeling, what do I do with these feelings, how do I support my classmates who are struggling, who are bothering me, how do I solve conflicts, how do I be in relationship. With mindfulness, children learn that skill to feel themselves and to learn how to bring a sense of calm and peace inside themselves.
In order to help students be able to engage in the learning process, you have to be able to deal with the stuff that's just below that surface that could be making it difficult for them to engage.
This is exactly what we're trying to offer to schools. Seeds is an organization that provides empathy, connection, and awareness through through a mindfulness-based social emotional learning instruction, individual counseling, and teacher support. We teach the children these life skills that up until very recently have not been taught in school at all.
This allows for concentration and focus in academics. Though SEEDS is not promoting academic progress, it's inevitable that we would not see a result in it as well.
These skills are the number one predictors of success in the work field and in life.
When SEEDS came into picture, so it gives another place for them to be themselves.
I feel very energized and happy.
I feel more ready to start my day after mindfulness. More at peace.
It unwinds you.
Can we just sleep for like the whole life here?
SEEDS really focuses on relationships a lot and building the bridges between structures, between organizations, between people.
It's about planting the seeds for community, for peace, for social interaction that's positive. In 24 years teaching, it's the first time that I see a program that shows something that immediately has results.
I think it's really relevant right now to have more emotional intelligence in our school systems and our society in general.
We really want to create a better world with this work.
We're really excited to find out what will grow from the seeds that we're planting.
The seeds of awareness.
So as I hope you can feel from this video, what we're doing here at SEEDS is really critical for the well-being of children in our communities. I want to share with you the inspiration behind Seeds of Awareness. When people come up to me and ask me what it is we do at SEEDS, and we tell them, often the response I hear is, I wish I had that at my school growing up. I wish I had that growing up. I too wish I had that growing up. As a child, I knew what it meant to suffer. From when I was 7 years old to 18 years old, my mother had an undiagnosed and untreated medical condition. She could not regulate her emotions well, and she took her anger, her sadness, her stress out on me. My brother was a perfectionist, and he stayed out of harm's way. I was often attacked and abused and hurt emotionally and sometimes physically. My world was not safe. I was traumatized, and my parents loved us deeply and did everything for us, but were at a loss and did not know how to support us through this. I became depressed. I withdrew. I frequently had uncontrollable bouts of rage. I had a lot of anger I didn't know how to control. I punched holes through my wall. So many holes, I'm embarrassed to say how many New Kids on the Block posters I used to cover them up. Like so many parents, mine didn't know how to support me through this. They didn't understand why I was so angry. They didn't have tools to teach me how to work through my emotions. They didn't even have words to really describe what I was going through. They didn't have support. I thought there was something really wrong with me. I thought it was unrepairable. I developed low self-esteem. I was ashamed, and I was alone. I did not have a counselor to normalize my experience, to teach me how to be with my feelings and my anger. I had no access to nature to soothe me, and I certainly wasn't taught mindfulness. Like so many children today, I was alone with my pain. Many of you tonight may have your own version of this story, or you may know of a child that is going through a similar experience. And we all know there are countless others that are feeling the despair of aloneness and suffering from mental illness. But I'm here to say there is hope. There is a way. I found this path myself in my 20s through my meandering, I stumbled upon 3 precious gems: the wisdom of mindfulness, nature, and therapy. I found a new way forward, a new way to be with myself, to be with all of my difficult feelings. I found a way to the forest, to the ocean, and to the mountains to soothe me. And I found a way to be with my breath, to be with my emotions, and to support myself. Through this process, my relationships changed. I no longer needed to escape through TV, drugs, or alcohol. I gained a sense of strength and confidence like I had never known before. And I found a sense of joy. And it was from this place 12 years ago, I made a commitment. I remember that day. A commitment to devote my life's work, to use my strengths, my skills, and my privilege to uplift others and create a more peaceful world. Seeds of Awareness was born from that commitment. At Seeds of Awareness, we are addressing the suffering in our communities by providing mindfulness-based therapies and education to children and families throughout the Bay Area. Our programs are truly changing lives for the better. We are in trauma-stricken schools like Garfield Elementary in Fruitvale, Oakland, like Olivet Elementary in Santa Rosa, a community devastated by October's fires. Our programs are providing clinical support to children and families